Hi, Dr. Joel Kreisberg here today, talking again about the journey of inspiring homeopathy. And today I'm interested in talking about boundaries and how to create boundaries and what it's like when you don't have the right boundaries, and how in the inspiring homeopathy system, when there's challenges around one's boundaries, the remedy is Vernix Caseosa. You may know Vernix as the actual thin layer that on a baby's skin. And so if we think of it just in terms of the signature, it's like it's the what separates the baby from the mom, or creates a boundary. And so, in the journey of inspiring homeopathy, the process of finding clear boundaries, of having a real sense of how do I protect myself and yet be vulnerable in a healthy way, is a key stage along the way of growing into becoming a full, healthy human being. So, thinking about the first stage in the inspiring homeopathy system, the remedy mother's milk or lac maternum, there's very much a sense of needing mother and milk to actually fully arrive, to get here, to birth, and to have that nourishment to fully incarnate as a human being. But once I'm here, then if I'm porous to what's around me, if I don't have a clear sense of self, I don't have willpower, I have no real separation from me and those around me, which in a way, at right of birth is a kind of, there's a way in which you haven't developed that clear boundary. What is it like to grow up that way? What is it like to have that be at any stage of your life? You could have that experiment. So that could be overly involved in other people's lives, or not being able to keep people out of your life, or it could be really not feeling protected, or it could be really just a lack of awareness around my boundaries. So I mean, if I think of that somatically, very often when when I have a large body type, or I'm overweight or heavy set, I don't really have a sense of where I end and where others begin, and that can get me in trouble. I can hurt people. I can also, because I don't have clear boundaries, I may overly be sensitive to the feelings of others. So there's sort of a yin version of it and a yang version of it when I don't have any boundaries. So in a lot of ways, this remedy, Vernix Caseosa, is a remedy that I use when I want to support somebody having really clear boundaries. So when I listen to their story, it just seems like that sort of having a healthy gate on which to know when something positive is coming into my garden, or when there's something that I want to let out and release isn't working well. I don't have that sorting mechanism. I don't have the security of knowing that my boundaries are well fortified without being overly fortified. So I think of it as having boundaries, but having a healthy amount, a porous quality to my boundaries. I often need Vernix Caseosa. So, often if it kind of makes sense, if these boundaries are weak, usually a person there's kind of a weakness because I have a hard time generating my energy. I've tried lots of different types of healing activities, and I'm not getting the success. I don't know how to stay clear in my program. I don't know how to kind of have strong senses of what I'm going to do and make my practices go. There's a certain kind of lack of protection. And so in the journey of inspiring homeopathy, that lack of protection is the remedy Vernix Caseosa. It's a powerful remedy. It's actually a remedy, one of the remedies that you can actually use as a spray. You can literally ripe it on you to actually give you a stronger boundary. So I feel free to tune into any of my other blogs on the journey of inspiring homeopathy, or join me on the journey as a group of us go through all 7 of these remedies. Thanks.